What's going on, guys? It's Unknown Player here, and today we've got a ton of news and information about Black Ops 3 and the beta, and I'm going to be going over that in this video. We've got some info on the multiplayer menu, we've got some of the startup screens, we've also got some information about the beta specifically and how you actually get on, and also some gameplay of the new specialist called Battery, and we're going to be going over that in this video. And of course, getting even closer to the beta, make sure you stay tuned on my Twitter, which will be linked in the description. I'm going to be giving away some beta codes during the beta, and also, of course, tweeting out what videos I upload. That's the best way to keep up to date with me. But of course, I'm going to be uploading a ton of videos covering the beta, so definitely look forward to that. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on those videos. But first off, we're going to talk about the menu, which we actually got to see in a video on Twitter that was posted by the Call of Duty account, which showcased Ruin and Outrider, these two specialist characters. And of course, it's not the best resolution because it is from Twitter, but we did get some cool information from this screen. We can see a player count which is returning in Black Ops 3, 48,151 players online. This is the main multiplayer menu. It says find match, which of course you can go and search for a match and pick a mode you want to play. Custom games is of course your private match. You can do the custom rules. Creator classes, obviously you can make your classes. Specialists, you can pick a character, and score streaks, you can pick your score streaks that you want. And of course those are separate to your creator class loadouts. You can't change those. And this is kind of like a general vibe of what the menu looks like if you haven't seen it before. And of course, normally I haven't actually been allowed to show you what the menu looks like, but this is very much what it looks like, and it's similar to the builds that I've played at E3 and Gamescom. The cool thing that I like is that backgrounds actually change for each character, so each character has their own unique kind of like scenario where they're like sitting or doing something, like holding a weapon and looking at it. So it's kind of like a cool animation in the background, and you'll see on screen right now some examples of some of the other specialist characters and what those look like. Obviously, this is on the PS4. You can see nat type moderate right there. You can see press triangle for social features. An interesting thing is that the character is level 54, and this leads me to believe that possibly level 55 might be the max level within Black Ops 3 and also the beta as well. We do know there's probably going to be some progression after that, but I'm definitely leaning towards 55 as the max level within Black Ops 3. And I don't think this is going to be a menu similar to what we're going to see in Black Ops 3, the beta, because one thing we do know is that private matches and custom games are not going to be in the beta. So this probably isn't going to be what we're seeing for the actual beta. There's probably going to be a couple changes. Mainly the custom games is obviously not going to be there. But of course, with the Outrider and the specialist background, that is something we should expect in the menu. Now, the next thing we're going to look at is the actual intro to when you start up Black Ops 3. David Von Haar tweets out this video again on Twitter, and this showcases what happens when you actually launch Black Ops 3, and it's a really cool intro cinematic that shows the Treyarch and Activision logos and how they kind of like animate and stuff like that. So that's a cool video that we got from David Von Haar. And now we're going to talk about some specifics of the actual beta and how to get on. So obviously the beta is launching on the 19th for the PlayStation 4, and it'll be a week later on the 26th for the PC and Xbox platforms. Now what happens if you digitally download it is that you don't need a code at all, and it will automatically install, and I believe you may be able to preload it. I'm not exactly sure the details of that. There was some discussion of that, but I'm not sure whether you can preload the beta. It is 15 gigabytes, so it's quite a big install, and you do need to obviously give some time for that to download depending on your internet speed and obviously when you do it as well, and the servers and all that stuff. But we've been told by Activision that if you digitally download it, you don't need a code and you can just hop right on and it should already be there for you. And for everyone else, you have to wait for an email which is going to contain your code. Now these emails are going to be sent out at 12 AM Pacific time, so you may need to convert that to your time zone, obviously depending on what country you live in, but that's going to be 12 AM Pacific time. The email should start to roll out, and they're going to give you a beta token. So if you've already redeemed your beta code, which you get for pre-ordering on the Call of Duty website, then you will then get an email at 12 AM and they'll give you a token. What you do with the token is you redeem that code into your PlayStation, and then that will give you the application, which is the Black Ops 3 beta, and that is how it works. Hopefully I've summed up. There are a lot of questions about that and a lot of confusion, and it is quite confusing to understand how this stuff exactly works, but hopefully it is smooth and isn't too like troublesome for a lot of people trying to log on at the same time. Now finally, we're going to cover some gameplay of the brand new specialist Battery. We've got some footage of the Kinetic Armor, which of course is this new like ballistic vest feature. It basically gives you extra health, and there's a lot of controversy about this because it gives you a lot of extra health and people worrying, are you going to be invincible? How annoying is it going to be to play against? But we actually got some footage of it, and it doesn't seem to last for that long at all. It literally lasts for a very short amount of time. Of course, this is going to be tweaks. They may increase it or decrease that after the beta and everyone's got their hands on it and they've got feedback and data of it, but so far it's looking like it doesn't last very long at all, which is definitely very good. I was worried if it lasts too long that might be a little bit overpowered if someone's running around with a ton of extra health, but of course the amount of health you get is limited, and you can see right there just how quickly it runs out. So that's definitely good to know, and it shouldn't be as annoying as we had hoped. And we also get some gameplay of the War Machine, which is her specialist weapon, and it's basically the War Machine from Black Ops 2. Massive grenade launcher, detonates on impact and will blow everyone into little pieces with the gore of Black Ops 3. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section what you think about some of the stuff that I've mentioned in this video. If you have any questions, I'll try my best to go through and answer them. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a like rating if you did, and I'll see you guys in the next video.